Allez, va.
All right, man, let's get it. Just a little something to motivate the people, man. It's time to go get the money, man. Get the bag.
Andamos mejor. Si antes no cargaba ni un peso en la bolsa, ahora todo cambió.
Okay.
Ahora me ven todo leve y alivianado, gracias al Señor. Él siempre me anda cuidando bien mis pasos con el armión. Porque hubo un tiempo donde me encuentré abajo y ahora andamos mejor.
Yo, I hope everyone doing better than they was doing last year, man. You know, that's what we out here pushing, man, motivating ourselves while we motivate others, man, to level up, man.
That seems to be I don't think it's
the
just
topic of the
us,
conversation.
Yeah, it's not just, some people might even say like, yo, Pura Cultura done switched up, man. You guys changed up on us. All you guys want to talk about is motivational positivity and financial education and stay your ass out of prison. You know what I mean? But
people are like, oh, all we want to hear is about doing drugs and fucking bitches over here, man. That's
right.
That's what people want to hear sometimes. But we gotta give them the truth, man. We gotta give them what's out there. The information is out there, and we're taking it, we're receiving it, bro. So it's like, like we said before, it's like a responsibility of ours to make sure that we are also talking about things like this, because this is something that we are doing. So it'll be kind of fucked up for us to be out here trying to level up without trying to share some of the information,
we do try to tell people, we try to mix the whole thing up, but like, look across the board though, bro. Everybody that we follow, from hip hop to athletes, are even getting in this the process of financial education, and actor. Everybody's talking about growing and generational wealth and all that stuff, bro. And I'm saying that because of this song right here. He's talking about,
even corridos is talking about leveling up.
Yo,
they level up a little differently. You know what I mean? They level up a little faster, bro. We over here scared of taking risk, little financial risk here and there, bro. They're taking penitentiary chances out here, bro.
That's facts, bro. And the dude that sings this song, or the dudes, is Los Gemelos de Sinaloa, bro. You know what I mean? That sounds pretty,
Pesados,
pesado, respectful. How does the Los Gemelos de Morelos sound, Smiley?
Oh man, we gotta add some weight to that, bro. We gotta put more work into add some more weight to that one, man.
We need to get people to put some respect on Morelos' name, bro, because Los Gemelos de Morelos, it just doesn't hit the same.
That rhymes though. It rolls off the tongue nicely, bro.
That's
Los
facts.
Gemelos de Morelos, bro.
Okay.
We might have to put out a mixtape or something, bro. But
I don't know if we want beef with them boys, man.
But one thing that I've been doing lately, bro, like all the music that I've been, having in rotation right now, bro, is music that it talks about leveling up, bro, getting money, chasing your goals, not being scared of taking risk and all that shit, bro. Like, started from the bottom type of music, bro. Some shit that is like, I know we ain't nowhere close to where we want to be in life, bro, but it's like, starting from the bottom, what a lot of people don't understand is like, man, there was a time in place where we didn't even imagine that we would have everything we have today. You know what I mean? So it's like at the same time, we always gotta step back and just appreciate everything that we do have, but at the same time, still, moving forward and pushing the envelope. You know what I mean? You can't just like be like, all right, I made it here and I'm good, I'm comfortable. Like,
this is all I wanted, baby. Now I got that nice car. Now I got the woman. Now I got the crib that I want. And when I said woman, I said woman. One, not woman.
I'm glad you corrected
you know
yourself.
what I'm saying?
I
see people don't see your feet, but they started kind of trembling down
I'm
here.
like, yo, Lazy's speaking for himself right now, man.
So some people, they really, and this kind of used to be my mentality, bro. Like, I would strive for that one thing. I got it. I'm chill now. I'm good. Like, nah, like, the hustle never stops, bro. The grind never stops. You get that and you keep moving and chase the next thing.
Because it's like one thing that you got to think about is like you can get that, but can you maintain that? You know, one thing is reaching a certain point, but can you maintain staying at that point? Because it's like, let's just say this: you work hard, you work your ass off to get that car that you really like, right? But it's like in 5 years, that car is going to be super outdated. So now you kind of back down to, you know, like level 1 type of deal, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta keep maintaining that. It depends what status. If people are looking for a status, if people are looking for, I don't know, whatever you're looking for, you got to maintain that. Just like if you bought the house that the house of your dreams, you got to maintain that house. You got to pay certain maintenance to keep it, to upkeep it and make it look as good as it does, or add stuff to it that, you know, makes it even look better.
Yeah.
Just with everything, man. You gotta maintain a lot of things, and you know, that costs money, man. You know,
no, that's facts, bro. And just bringing it back to you saying like you listen to music that is motivational now, or like they dropping gems, bro. They're not just talking crazy shit on the music, bro.
Yeah.
Like is there a certain artist or is there a certain playlist that you rocking with, or is it Rick now, Ross? Every day I'm hustling. Every day. That one's kind of corny now, right?
Nah, that one's still pretty dope. Still pretty. I
think that song is dope if they put it like in the movie. You know what I mean? And that bass is in the movie and that perfect scene. But like, you're not gonna see me cruising down the block.
No, you ain't gonna. Nah, you ain't gonna do all that. But you know, you still listen to it and be like, all right, this is dope. Yeah. Still motivates you, but. An artist right now that I'm really listening to, bro, that is like that gets me in that mentality, gets me in that mode, is Benny the Butcher, bro. You know, that dude right there is like the shit he's talking about. Just all that, like I said, all that self motivation talk, bro. Like, you know, started from the bottom type of shit, bro. Is what keeps me like focused. Is what keeps me motivated. Is what keeps me. It keeps me hungry for more. You know what I mean?
And it still keeps you with that, you know, street swag.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know, what we have shared with people is that we listen to a lot of financial podcasts now, or we read a lot of books on financial education, or just, you know, self-development and improvement and all that stuff.
Right.
But sometimes you have to not overlook, but sometimes you got to accept the fact that you're getting information from somebody that doesn't live a lifestyle like you do. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm listening to authors or podcasters that, you know, their certain beliefs and politics are completely opposite of mine.
Yeah.
But you have to block that stuff out just to get the information you want, right?
Yeah.
So it's cool to listen to the podcasts that, you know, they kind of listen to music like us. We like to party and vibe like we do. And then you're saying you listen to these hip hop artists that you get that kind of motivation, and at the same time, you know, you still out here looking fly, but we just moving with we're just moving a lot smarter, more educated than what we used to do.
Because they're speaking the language we can understand, way. You know what I mean? They're speaking a language that we grew up listening to every day. You know what I mean? So it's like we understand the talk. We understand like the mentality. We understand the hunger and the dream, because it's like we was all them young kids in the hood, in the ghetto, you know, like wishing one day we could get out the hood, you know, and all that stuff. So it's like when they're talking about certain things and they even use certain metaphors, we understand those metaphors, you know what I mean? So it's like they make a lot of things sound dope and you know, still, you know, cool and all that, in a way that we can understand it, take the information and put that information to work. Sometimes we listen to some guys where it's like I mean, we don't know for sure, but you can kind of imagine that they grew up in a way different environment than we grew up in. So it's kind of like, yeah, you might have not had exactly what you have today, but you weren't living in the environment we was in. You know what I mean? Not only is it poverty, but there's violence. You know, like one thing's poverty, but when there's the crazy violence going on around you, that's a whole different, you know, mentality that we grow up with, you know?
Yeah. No, that's facts, bro. And I'm glad you mentioned that, bro, because, you know, people got to know that, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta look for you always got to make time for that positive energy, man. You know, if it's not books you're trying to listen to at the moment, and you're still trying to listen to some music, listen to some music that's gonna motivate you and push you to keep grinding and take that next step, man. But you know, moving it forward, Smiley, we have been missing, you know, in the podcast scene for a couple weeks, way. And I say a couple weeks, bro, because we have two podcasts, right? We have obviously this is Pura Cultura sin Censura.
Yes,
this
sir.
is your boy Lazy right here.
Oh yeah. And I'm Smiley.
And together we are the Mexican
Twins.
Twins. So we got this podcast, and we also got Latino Happy Hour.
Yeah.
You know, we've been missing in action for a few episodes now. So,
a lot of things, you know, things happen unexpectedly. You know what I mean? Especially when you got more than you know. We're what, 5 over there?
Yeah,
2, 4, 5. Yeah. So sometimes the scheduling gets a little crazy, and you know, it is what it is. You know, it's like it's just things that happen sometimes. It's crazy how things happen all of a sudden, and you know, it can affect both, man. But you know, one thing that the reason why it affected us over on this side and a little bit on the other side was you know, like our parents, you know, let's get into it, man. You know, our parents they're what would you call it? They're privileged enough, or they're
blessed.
They're blessed enough. I like that a lot better. They're blessed enough to go down to Mexico and stay at their house in Mexico during the cold months out here in Minnesota. So it's usually like from November to like April or May sometimes, you know, depending what time they leave and they want to come back, because, you know, when you do got a residence, you can't be out the country more than 6 months in a row, because, you know, then you're basically saying United States is not your home of residence anymore, you know? Okay. So that's why it's like they usually go down for them cold months and all that. And it's cool, you know, that we got a lot of family down there, you know, they help out, you know, our parents are on the older side, you know, so sometimes they need help doing certain things. Yeah. So we're lucky enough to have family down there that are very helpful, very kind, willing to, not just willing, but wanting to help. But it's like, you know, we got a call out of nowhere, man. We got a call that my mom wasn't feeling too good, you know, and like she needed to go to the doctor or something like that. So it was one of them things that just, you know, you're scared that's gonna happen, but you know, it's like, and it actually did happen, right? So they called. My mom wanted like one of her own sons to be, or one of her own sons or daughters to be down there helping and just being there, you know, being there for her. Yeah. So then, you know, we you know, when you got a big family, you got to start, you know, having that conversation. Who's in the better position, or who has the opportunity to go down there, that it's not gonna truly affect your job or anything like that, or you know, or whatever.
Kids, you know, people's kids' age ranges affect the choice of the decision of who's going to be the one able to go. You know what I mean? And we all do try to be as understanding as we can. You know what I mean? Obviously, it gets put like anything else gets put like volunteered. You know what I mean? Like, yo, who can or who this? Yeah. And that's like the first round of the text messages.
It's like
right?
at work. Who's the first one that wants to get laid off or overtime? Yeah.
Who wants to work on Saturday? Okay, well, if you don't decide, we're gonna have to do a majority vote, you know. And then people are like, "Come on, bro, you do it." Like, all right, but yeah, it was something like that, bro.
Yeah, so then we were having that conversation, who can go, you know. And I guess I gotta say, man, I had this feeling in my heart, bro, to be like, I think I need to go, you know, like not only can I go, but I felt like I want to go. Like, I want to be there for my mom and my dad. Yeah. And, you know, I'm lucky enough to work at a job where they're very understanding, you know. So from one day to the next, you know, I was flying to Mexico. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I let all you guys know, like, yo, I can go. You know, my passport's still valid. Everything's in order for me to, you know, go out the country. Yeah. The hardest part of it, I got to admit, you know, having that conversation with my wife, and like, like me myself, like understanding and accepting the fact that I'm gonna be away from my kids for that long. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
one thing's being away from my girl. Like, yeah, like of course we miss each other, but it's like being away from your kids. And I gotta, like, everyone knows I got a 6-year-old daughter. I got a 2-year-old son. Being away from your kids that are that young, they don't understand, like, oh, my dad's gonna be gone for like a whole week. Like, to them.
Yeah.
Usually when I leave, they're like, oh, I'm gonna see him later. I'm gonna see him tonight, or I'm gonna see him in a couple hours when he gets back. But it's like leaving and then knowing, like, dang, I'm not gonna be able to like hold you or hug you and play with you for like a whole week. That was tough, man. That was very tough. But that was the moment where my love got tested. You know what I mean? My love, my loyalty, I don't know, like my me as a son, got tested. Like, you gotta be willing to sacrifice your comfort. You gotta be willing to sacrifice some time away from your immediate family, or like your little family.
Yeah.
To be there for your parents, to be there for your siblings, or for family, and that whatever it is. So it's like that's exactly what had to be done, bro. So it's like from one day to the next, man. I'm like, damn, I'm on my way to Mexico. It was like, usually when people are going to Mexico, it's like, or, it's like you're going down there because there's going to be a party, someone's getting married, or it's vacation or whatever. And it's like exciting to go, right?
Yeah.
My situation was a little different. I'm going down there because I want to just be there to help my mom with whatever she needs. She did end up getting better. But we didn't know that at that point yet. But it's like, my mentality was just, I just want to be there for my mom. I want to be there for my dad. Whatever they need, I want to be able to help them out. And I got there, man. And like it was just like, it was just cool to be able to just hang out with my mom and dad, like on some one-on-one basis. Like usually there's like, you got the kids there, so like you're hanging out with the family, but it's like at the same time I'm taking care of my kids, and I got to make sure that they're good and all that. But this time it was like just chilling in my parents' room, bro, because again, we're like, my mom and dad, they they're blessed enough, they worked hard to build a house for themselves down in Mexico.
Yeah.
So it's like we were just hanging out at their house, and that was my mission, bro. I wasn't really trying to go out there and like do anything other than just spend time with them, and be there for them. So it was like we were just hanging out in the room, just talking, man, just talking for hours and hours about all kinds of different stuff that I didn't know, and some of the stuff that we did know, but we can tell the stories and kind of laugh a little bit about them now, and and then just all that kind of stuff. We're just spending a lot of quality time together, man. And it's like it's a little different when you're the energy is a little different when you're in like Mexico, bro. It's like, I can't even explain. It's like a whole different vibe. It's like a whole different energy. Like we're just we were just there spending some good time together, and like. We got a lot of family down there too, so it was cool to meet them, and I mean to hang out with them on like some regular things, bro. Like like I said, usually when the last time I went, we went for a wedding, so everyone just wants to go, like getting ready to go to the wedding, or everyone wants to go. We were there for a couple extra days, so we went and did the whole tourist type of stuff. But this time I was just like regular living in Mexico, bro. So I was just chilling. I was like. Like a regular day-to-day life, bro. And it was kind of, it was cool, man, because I was able to experience that. And at the same time, sometimes it's like, you're able to appreciate everything that you have in your life too, bro, because it's like, dang, you see how hard people work in different places. So to live, so it's like, I'm like, man, like, it was kind of like an experience that I wasn't expecting, but it was like, okay, it's cool. Like I'm living it. I'm seeing it. It's like, that work ethic that people got, bro, is like sometimes we start losing it, you know what I mean? But that seeing it, how hard people work, how all that, staying motivated, staying hungry, staying all that, bro, like you just see that and you take note, man, and you're like, man, I need to step my game up, man. I need to be as hardworking, as energetic as I see my family being down here, as you see other people being down here, bro, because it's like people work from the sun up to sundown way, you know what I mean? And it's like, and we work 8 hours a day, and we we'd be tired and acting like we did, we did so much.
You can't even get off of work, like I'll speak for myself, like and I don't do this no more, bro, but I used to get off of work, bro, and it's like I had a full day, you know what I mean? I want to come home, I want to do what I do, and then I want to just relax.
Yeah.
I don't got time to drive and visit family or visit friends or you know, I don't know, go for a walk or some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you see people, bro, that they have this different energy way. You know, even some of our family or friends, like I see the way they move, bro, and it's like off of work, shower up, get up, and it's like they're out there. They could be at the mall on a given Tuesday. You're like, on a Tuesday night, you're at, you know, and then I'm like, all right, like, so I kind of get what you're saying though. Like some people, they live on that, you know, on that different gear, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Are we getting, you know, and you know, we're all at different spaces or different energy, but could we be at a slower gear and we're thinking that's our limit, you know what I mean? And then we see you were able to see something different and be like, yo, wait a minute, I can step it up and I should step up my energy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I saw, man. Like I was like I know I can step it up as doing more, waking up earlier, working harder at certain stuff or dedicating more time to certain things, like just everything, bro. And it's like there'll be times where like let's just say like when I was getting there or like when I was leaving, like it was like 5:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning, bro, and you already see people out there setting up their shops. Excuse me, like people that like vending pan or vending stuff like that for breakfast, bro. They're out there like at 5 something in the morning, 6 in the morning, bro. And I'm just like, these people like literally must get up like at 4 some to get everything ready to get out there and start selling, bro. And I'm like, and you know, like it was kind of one of them things that is like you start reflecting, like, man, like I felt like I needed that, like as a motivation and also to appreciate like how good we have it here. You know what I mean? Like. And at the same time, it's like just because we have it good don't mean we gotta like, you know, mellow down type of thing. You know, we still gotta keep pushing.
And could that be like I don't know a better word, but like a reaction of that, of having it good? You know what I mean? Could that be the bad side of it? Like it's like a kid that gets everything is like they don't work harder. You know what I mean? They're not the hardest workers, bro, because they already always got everything nice, bro. And maybe I'm not explaining myself that good, but
I lost my train of thought right there. You lose the hunger because it's like anything way. Like, let's say like I don't know, an example like music wise, like a rapper that's up and coming. That they got that hunger, they got that energy, and once they've made it, like after that, their music gets a little different, right? Because that hunger is different. Like athletes, in the beginning they're super hungry, and after they feel like they mastered it so good that they don't have to try that much harder because they already mastered it. It's just like that. Like I think it's something like that. Like we put in a lot of work, and we got ourselves into a certain situation or place in life that we're like, all right, we don't gotta try that hard. Yeah. But you know, we still gotta keep trying for more. But it's like that hunger that you have in the very beginning is you know, we lost some of it, and that's what I realized when I was down there. I saw how hard people work. I saw how bad people want to succeed, and that what can you say, that I took that, bro, like, and I came back very motivated way. I came back very like con ganas way to do a lot more, bro. I just want to, like, I feel like I just want to do a whole lot more than what I've been doing, and I think I needed that, bro. You know, I think I definitely needed that, man. But another dope thing, man, that you know I was able to experience, bro, is just like spending time with my family, bro, on some regular shit, bro. Like, not like I said, not like no party stuff, none of all that stuff, bro. It's just some regular day-to-day life, bro. Hanging out, watching movies together, talking about certain experiences in life, bro. And it was real cool, man, for us to be able to just hang out in that way, man. And it was like getting able to know your family. And I think once and
you're talking about like the cousins and everybody also, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about, you know. So it's like once you start once you start seeing, like, you know, getting comfortable like that, bro, like, I guess I'll just keep it honest, bro. Like, before, when I was younger, I could never see myself like staying in Mexico for a while. I could never see myself like, you know, doing all that, you know. But now that I might be the thing too, because I'm getting older, right? But it's like now I can see myself, you know, like as I get older and I have time, like staying down there for a couple weeks, staying down there for a couple months. It's like just experiencing like how life is down there. I'm like, oh, okay, like I could do this, you know. I could be down here, like, of course, like, you know, either staying at my mom's place, or, you know, another thing that we are blessed to have is, like, you know, our mom was able to buy a lot of land down there, you know, what people call terrenos. And I know there's a lot of like it's a lot of memes out there nowadays, and it's talking about terrenos way. It's like when you're a kid and you're hearing terrenos, like you think nothing of it, you know.
Yeah.
As a kid, I'm like, well, I'm never gonna live in Mexico, so I mean, that's no concern of mine, you know, like.
And it doesn't sound like that attractive either, bro. You know what I mean? Even though it is dope to have it, and, you know, people work hard, and it's something that people want to share amongst their family, so people can build alongside each other, right? But when I was like younger, bro, I was like, why would I want, like, they show it and like, why would I want that? It's all grass and rocks, and I'm like, I want nothing of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like I said, man, once you get older, way, and once you like really go down there and like you meet your family and you and you're hanging down there, bro, like it changes your point of view, bro. It's like now I can actually see myself like building a house down there. I can see myself doing all kinds of things like that down there, and it's like, and you know, and it gives you an like an appreciation, or like like you get this respect for your parents with, because I'm just like, man, like our mom like bought a lot of, like, my mom bought a lot of terreno down there, right? In different and in different areas too. So it's like we're out here, and I said this before, we're out here chasing or looking for motivation from these like investors and these financial people that give you these dope quotes, because, you know, that's what the fuck they do. They come up with dope little quotes to motivate you,
Like Kim Kardashian.
but it's like we overlook what our own family's doing. We overlook what our parents have done, you know what I mean? Like, and in this case, it's like we overlook the fact that my mom has bought, basically, terrenos is real estate, you know. She's bought land, you know. And that's very important, because that's something that can be transferred over to families, to generations and generations.
Yeah.
And it's like they say, they don't make more land, you know. Like, once land is bought up, it's bought up, you know what I mean? So our mom understood that, and we just never saw that as like a boss move, but those are boss moves, you know.
Yeah.
And then we out here getting more, you know, looking for motivation from other people, that we see them having like a private jet, we see them having all this and that. It's like we can't overlook them dope things that our own family in our own, you know, circle is doing themselves, you know. But that's another thing that I came back having a lot of appreciation for our mom and our dad being able to, you know, acquire those terrenos, bro, and thinking of their kids in the future, bro, because that's something that, you know, that's something that they can leave behind to us, you know. And you know, just to clear, you know, I guess just to let people know, like, our, you know, thank God our mom's doing better, you know, than that situation she was going through.
Yeah.
You know, we're able to go down there and just spend time, you know, while she was getting better and all that. And obviously I needed to help him, you know, get back to the U.S. So it was like, you know, with the airport and everything can be very confusing, and the luggages and all that stuff, man. So I was very happy, bro. I was like very like, I felt like it was all for a purpose, and I felt like it was like, what can you say that? Like, I felt like it was like, it wasn't for nothing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was there for a reason, and it was like the reason why like I said, I felt in my heart that it was like, it needs to be me that goes, like, that was fulfilled. Like, it was like it was like proven that was that I was needed, you know. So
it was like, you it's like a mission, bro. You know what I mean? You felt like if this mission needs to get done, like I know I can be successful at it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you wanted to be there to make sure everything went good. Because it's something that as our parents get older, bro, like we don't want to have regrets, bro. We don't want to have guilt of, I should have gone and I could have offered some help. I could have offered some comfort because our parents, bro, they're at the space, bro, where they understand us, bro. If we're like, I can't do it, they would understand for whatever reason, bro. Even if the reason would probably be, let's just say, even if it'd be a shitty reason, right? They would just understand, bro. That's just the love of parents, right? But
But it's they would like I felt like you mentioned. Now I almost forgot, but came back. It's like in life, bro, as you get older, you start realizing that tomorrow's not promised away.
yeah,
And you start realizing that it's like, as immigrant parents, our parents come up here to work hard, and for the lucky ones, they're able to build something back in their home countries, and then to hopefully one day go back and enjoy that in their home country. I felt like I've never been in Mexico with both of my parents at the same time. Like I've been there with my dad before, and it was like I would regret to have that opportunity that I did have and not take it, and then one day be like, man, I wonder what it would have been like.
Yeah.
But it's like now I don't have to wonder. I know exactly what it was and everything. And there's like no regrets. Obviously I miss my kids to death, and the internet's like not the best. So it's like even though I was calling them and FaceTiming them, it was like really bad internet. We couldn't really talk much. But it's like our parents aren't gonna be here forever. You know what I mean? So it was like it was one of them things that is like it better be, it should be now, because you never know if you're gonna get this opportunity again.
yeah. And bro, like it's a hard thing to confront, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's a
man.
hard thing to accept. Like when you're a kid, bro, you have this endless thought of time. You have this endless, like, your parents are always going to be your parents. And then you start like, and this didn't just happen in the recent, but as you start getting older, from like a teenage year to like your 20s and 30s, and you start looking at them pictures, bro. You start, dang, that kind of got me emotional. But
Yeah.
you look at those pictures, and then you're like, dude, like my parents are getting older, dude.
Yeah.
And you're like, time is not waiting for nobody. That, as dumb as it might sound, but time is not waiting for you. You know what I mean? So if you do need I got you over here. If you might not be putting that time with your family and parents, bro, maybe you do need to start prioritizing some of that. You know what I mean? And in my life, I don't feel that I've ever neglected visiting my parents or spending time with my parents, bro. So I will never have that kind of guilt, because we're the kind of family, bro, that for nights, weekday nights is kind of regular for us to stop by sometimes and visit my parents, or weekends for sure. Usually it used to be like Sundays and stuff. So I don't have that guilt of not spending time with my parents, bro. But now when they start needing like medical help, and you have to be there to be that person for them, bro, like you got to step up, bro. And
You got to sacrifice, way, and that's a big thing that I felt, way. Like it's a feeling you can't even explain. And then I was like, sometimes you look for these motivational things, or you look for these quotes, because you feel a certain way, and you're like, what is this feeling that I'm feeling? So you start kind of like searching certain things, and then you start finding like quotes or like little statements, and then you're like, that's exactly what I feel, and it's like, that's something that I was doing with like I felt like one of the major things that I felt is it's sacrifice. You're sacrificing comfort, you're sacrificing your family, you're sacrificing your time with your kids. to be there for your other family también, you know. And that's when your love gets tested, way. And it's like, I feel like for a lot of the times, people are in comfort, you know. You're in comfort mode. People say, I love you to death, man. You know,
I'm praying for you.
I'm praying for you. I love you. But it's like, would you do certain stuff for them? And that's when you get tested, that's when you realize like how strong your love is, right?
Yeah.
But it was a crazy feeling, way, because the day before I left, way, it was my daughter's birthday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, it was weird, way, because in the back of my mind, because that day, the day before we left, we were at the mall all day, you know, for her birthday. We were just spending time for her birthday, celebrating. But in the back of my mind, I knew I'm leaving tomorrow. Like, yeah. And I told my girl, I'm like, you know, it feels like I'm about to go do some time or something like that. I'm like, now I kind of know how people feel when there's like, yo, I got to go turn myself in tomorrow, man. Yeah. Let's go enjoy life, you know. And you're hanging out with the family and the kids, and the kids don't even know, way. And you know, you went and saw us that same night too, you know. Yeah. And so after we had all that fun, you know, we celebrated my daughter's birthday. She didn't even know yet that I was gonna be leaving the next day, and it's like, I didn't want to like that to affect her joy and happiness of her birthday. So then when you came over, you were like, man, how did the kids take it? And I was like, I haven't even told them yet, you know. And like, yeah, when you guys left, I told my daughter, like, hey, Mia, I just want to tell you something. Your grandma's not feeling too good, and she needs someone to go help her. So I'm gonna go help her. And then she was like, so you're gonna go to Mexico? And then I was like, yeah. And she's like, and then she just started crying, dude. And I'm just like, damn, like that hurt, bro.
Damn.
You know, but at the same time, doing all that is like being an example to your kids of what true love is.
Yeah.
Like, you know, doing things like that. Like, it's so easy to say you love someone if you never have to prove it.
Yeah.
So it's like your kids seeing what you're doing for your parents, you're being that example that they're gonna have to be good kids to you one day.
And you're showing them like what true love looks like. You know what I mean? Like, you're showing them that when tough times come with family, bro, we have to be there for each other, bro. Like, a lot of times it's, you know, it's the celebrations, birthdays, weddings, and all that fun stuff, bro. But when it comes to like tough times, like emergencies, it's like, this is also when we show up. This is also when we have to put other things to the side, you know. You know, it doesn't matter if like what else you got going on, bro. Like, when family things hit, it's like, all right, whatever it is, we got to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's good for your daughter at her age and kids at the age where they can understand that and process that and be like, you know, that at the end of the day, she's going to be like, that's good that you want to help your mom out. You know what I'm saying?
And she, you know, she did say that, you know, like after the fact that, you know, even after I came back, you know, and it's like, she was like, she did say something like that. Like, I'm glad you were able to help grandma or help bring grandma back. So it's like, those are examples that you got to show. You know, you can't just say this, hey, Mija, be this, do that. Make sure you do this. Make sure you're always good. Make sure you always love your family. Sometimes you're going to have to really show them for them to know exactly what it looks like, way, because that's how, you know, and a lot of people say, yo, Latino families, Mexican families, you guys are very tight. You know, the values you guys have as families, that's, you know, like, I wish we had that, you know. And it's like, that's when we continue this way. Yeah. When we show our kids how important family is. Yeah. And these are the moments that you show up and be like, you see what I did there? That's because our family comes first. Like, you know, like, thank God I got a cool job, man. I got a cool supervisor, bro. It's a cool boss that I just let him know exactly the thing. I got to go to Mexico. My mom ain't feeling good. I got to be down there for a week, and I'm gonna bring her back. All he said, bro, was like, I hope your mom feels better. Just let me know if you're gonna be staying longer or something like that, bro. And I'm like, you know how much easier you feel about the whole situation when your boss is cool with things like that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
there's people that'll request certain things. Though people will ask you to submit paperwork and all that, bro. Like,
Yeah, bring proof of some shit. The disrespect, way.
All he did was like, man, I hope your mom feels better, and just let me know if you're gonna need, you know, more time. And I was like, man, that took off a load, you know, because as adults, you know, obviously we you know, we got jobs. You also don't want to lose your job, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's something that you don't got to worry about. Like now it's like, okay, like the job, the stressful part about my job, that's done. I don't got to worry about that. Our family situation, my kids and all that, we talked. It's still heavy on you, but it's like, okay, got that done. And now it's like, let's just focus on making sure, you know, my mom's good and everything down there is good, man. So that's what was going on last week, man. And it was an experience, man, and it was cool to see the family come and support, man. And
Yeah.
another thing, bro, that's like, I feel like as you get older, you appreciate things a whole lot more than you do when you were younger. Way, like, one thing that they did was like, they had like a whole Santa at one of my cousin's house, like, because I was there visiting, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're just like, I'm just like your cousin. Like, you guys don't gotta go out of you don't gotta go out of your way to do all this. Like,
no se moleste.
Yeah.
No.
And
No,
then
te vamos a hacer algo chiquito, nomás una comidita. You know what I'm saying?
yo, they did pozole, they did tostadas de tinga, and then they had, like, bro, we were like a lot of people there, and just, you know, family from Mexico City showed up too, and we were just there hanging out. And it's like, when you're younger, you're just like, oh, this is cool, this is fun, you know. But as you get older, you're like, dang, like,
Yeah.
you guys did this for me, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that felt pretty cool, man. So
You know, it's people showing love, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Welcoming or even giving you a farewell, or, you know, and you appreciate family so much more, bro, because, you know, we've gone through things with people that we thought were family or homies, or, you know what I mean? Like, we've gone through people that said they loved us, or said that this or that they were supposed to be family, and then they flake out, or they, you know, they never showed up when you really needed them. Way.
yeah.
And now you see what real family looks like, and you're like, oh shit, this is what family looks like. Like, before you got there, they were taking care of my moms. You know what I mean? They're taking her to excuse me,
Her appointments.
to her appointments, and you know, I guess what we're trying to say is, like, we can acknowledge what dope love looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Authentic
dope love looks like, and it doesn't go without being acknowledged or noticed. You know what I'm saying? And those are things that you will hold forever, bro. Those are things that you can nobody ever tell you no different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's how, you know, the love of our family, you know, it continues to grow, and we continue to pass that down. You know what I mean? Because that's something that's very dope about us Mexicans, bro, us Latinos, bro. That was like, we treat our family. We have so much love for family that we go out of our way to make sure that we're good, and we make sure that we're there for them. We make sure that if we can help, we help. And it's like, that's something that we got to continue passing down to our kids. And, like, you know, this kind of brings to my mind is, like, a lot of Americans, bro. Let's just say a lot of Americans, they, you know, their parents get older, they put them in a home. You know what I mean? They put them in a home, and a lot of times they don't even visit them. You know what I mean?
No, that's facts.
And it's like, that's done because, I'm not gonna say all the time, but a lot of it is done because those parents, they probably did the same thing to their parents. You know what I mean? So their kids saw the
Gotcha, bitch. Yo, we need to have that Fernie button, right?
Yo, we need to get one of them mixers, bro. Gotcha, bitch. Yo, no, but it's like, the kids are seeing that. That's the example you're showing your kids. Your parents get too old to drive, and now you don't want to be responsible for them. You don't want because you just want to have fun, bro. And
not only fun way, but people don't want it to affect your career. that's gonna affect my career. Like I can't take care of you, or that's gonna affect my social life. That's gonna affect my marriage.
Yeah.
That's gonna affect my. No, them people. I don't know if they really spend time with their kids like that. No, they probably do it, but I'm just talking shit now. Way.
No, because I'm talking from experience, way from what I see some of my older coworkers, the way they do. They got their parents in nursing homes, way, and a lot of times they don't want to go see them, and when they have to go see them, I hear about it because they are that annoyed and they are that like bothered that they're gonna have to like what do you call that, inconvenience themselves and kind of use up one of their days to do whatever they want to do. They gotta go help their mom. They gotta go spend time with their mom.
Yeah.
And like they say like, oh, every time I go, she requests that I take her some of this stuff because she can't get it, anymore in there or whatever. So then like they see it as an inconvenience. Like I gotta go to the store to buy her this, then I gotta go spend time with her. Then that's my whole evening. Now I just got it's like that's the example that these people set for their kids. And when they get to that age, what do you think their kids are going to do? They're going to follow the same formula, the same example that you showed them. Oh, my dad, he can't drive no more. He can't do nothing no more. Well, I don't want to be taking care of him. I don't want him. I don't want him to live here. And like, I want to live my own life. I don't want my dad to be here, or my parents to be here. Boom, put him in a nursing home. And like that's kind of like washing your hands off of your parents' responsibility. It's like, all right, they're over there, they're getting fed, they got a shelter, they're good, and sometimes people try to and like I say this from example from people at work. They try to justify what they did by saying like, oh, I put them in the best nursing home. It's brand new facility, it's very comfortable, this blah 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 blah,
top-notch workers,
and then
top-notch.
and they want to just justify the fact that they just went and put him there. And now it's like, so it's like us as Latinos, we don't for the most part, we don't roll that way. We don't function that way. Like your parents get to a certain age, they live with the relatives, and that's what our parents do when they're living out here. They live with our sister, and it's like it would never even cross our minds to have our parents live in a home like that, because it's like, that's not even, we don't even know the steps to that, because it's like we don't even look for that type of information, man.
Even if you did look at the steps to that, you're like, how much a month to put him in? $2,000. Nope, you're staying in this little room. What? Yeah, we can't even afford to put you in one of them homes. let me fix up this room for your moms.
No, but that brings this to mind two ways. Like people that are working, they're like, oh, I'm putting this in my 401k, so when I retire, I'm saving this, I'm investing in this, so when I retire, it's like you work your ass off all your life. And then your retirement is just paying for the nursing home that you're staying at, because you're paying for your meds, which meds ain't cheap. And then you're paying the nursing home that you're staying at. And it's like, that's like where your retirement went, just so you could be old and comfortable. And so it's like,
you would hope that it'd be the later years though, right? Because retirement years like 65, you'd hope that you need that when you're like 75. Bro, it'd be a damn shame to not even get to live 10 years of retirement before you get put in a home. And I say that because the people that do get put in homes, like you said, they can't drive. They have conditions that they're not even able to wash themselves, or sometimes medications make them a little bit, it's not safe for them to go out to the grocery store by themselves, or shit like that, so I would hope that it's at least 10 years from retirement to when you need to go in a retirement home, but I don't know,
yeah,
we haven't lived through that, bro. We don't have family that our primas put their mom up in there, or primos put their moms up in there. Like nobody in our circle of people we know unless they're keeping it a secret. That's a dirty little secret right there.
Yo, that's a family dirty secret.
¿Y cómo está tu mamá? Está bien ahí. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. That's just you know, it's real life, man. You know what's been going on lately is just real life things that happen. And it's scary stuff, man. And it's like a reminder of appreciate your parents while they're here, man. Appreciate the time that you have to even call them. Appreciate the time that you have to visit them. You know, because it's like we're blessed enough to have our parents to this day. Where there's parents, there's people that their parents died when they were young. There's people that, you know, for whatever reason they don't have their parents. It's like we are so well, what is that? Like we're so privileged in that sense that sometimes we don't even realize how lucky we are to have both of our parents, because we're so privileged that we grew up with both of our parents, and both of our parents are still around till our adult life.
Yeah.
That sometimes you don't even the idea of one of them or both of them not being around doesn't even cross our mind, because it's
hard
like
to accept.
Because it's like they've just been there all of our lives. So it's like, nowadays, especially with some of the scares that we've had lately, we're starting to realize that, like, oh man, like our parents aren't going to be here forever, and it's time to really appreciate all the time we have available to spend with them, to call them, and all that kind of stuff, man. And it's like, all that kind of stuff is just real life situations that we're going through right now, man. And it's scary. It's scary stuff, man. And as Latinos, bro, I feel like we don't like talking about stuff like that way, like death, like that shit. It sucks to talk about death. It sucks to talk about the idea of your parents not being around. You know what I mean?
It's the idea of even bringing it up to your parents. You know what I mean? To have that conversation of being like, we're not saying that this is going to happen, but maybe it's time to start. I don't know if it's like a will, but like your belonging, like your property, your assets. Maybe it's time to start writing who would you leave it to when you do pass away. You know what I'm saying? Latinos, it's an automatic. Oh, you're already marking me for dead. You know what I mean? You're basically waiting for me to die now, so somebody can get this and that, and they just see it as like a maldición. You know what I mean? And the conversation's just, nobody has the you know what I mean, the balls to bring that conversation up way, because it's ugly, bro. Because death is scary, and nobody wants to some people, you know what I mean? I think some people are a different way, but for most people, they don't want to confront that fact that this is going to happen eventually, and you need to start preparing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's just crazy stuff, man. So it's just things that we learn as we go in life, man. And when our parents, well, sometimes I say we got immigrant parents, but us ourselves, we're immigrants. But it's like we're from a different generation where those conversations you don't just have like that, and we don't plan for the future like that. It's kind of like you're just planning, you're working day by day, and then next thing you know, we all older, they're older, and all that. So it's like it's something that we don't plan ahead, but it's like it's something that us as the kids. We got to see that, and we got to make sure that we don't follow that same cycle with our kids, because it's like, even though like, as far as nursing homes and all that, man, I hope my kids never put me in some shit like that, man. But it's like, as far as like, find them ever being financially responsible for me, like that's why I work as hard as I'm working now in my youth way. Because I don't want to ever be a burden, like a financial burden to my kids, Yeah. And the example we set of our family sticking together is something that, it's also something that is like, like there's no nice way or cool way to say this shit, but it's like, I hope my kids never put me in the nursing home, like, so
you said that already there, brother.
But what I'm saying is like, you gotta be the example of how we treat our parents, so the kids don't you know what I'm saying?
Don't put you in the nursing.
Don't put you in the nursing home, man. I'm gonna tell my kids, if you ever listen to my podcast as an older person, listen to episode. I don't even know what episode we on, but it's like
you're gonna be putting like subliminal things in there.
I can't believe people put their parents in nursing homes.
No, but you know, finishing it up way. It at this point, bro.
Oh, before I forget.
Okay, dale.
The one of the same guys that says, one of the same guys that put his parents in his mom in a nursing home, and always complains when he has to go visit her. This is the same guy that said if his kids put him in a nursing home, he's gonna shoot himself. This is the same guy, bro. He said, if my kids, when I get to that age and if my kids put me in a nursing home, I'm blowing my brains out. That's what he said, way. And I'm like, so you're telling me you can't, that idea of you being in there is making you want to even kill yourself. What do you think your mom is feeling right now? You know? So it's like, it's weird, right? How you can think that, like, I would kill myself if my kids put me in there.
Abandon me.
Yeah, you went that. Yeah, that's exactly what you went and did. You know, so
yeah,
that's a situation that we can never get comfortable with. But
no, but
yeah, man, go ahead.
I was gonna say, bro, in these moments is when you really start getting tested, bro. You know what I mean? And not in a bad way. You know, I don't mean it in a bad way, but it's getting tested when situations come and it's time to step up to the plate, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm ready for, I'd be ready for anything, bro. Anything in my family, which whenever it calls, bro, it's like, it's time to do this. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like if my girl's mom ever had to move in, like, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here for the family, bro. The bigger cause, bro. Like, I'm never gonna be the one to be like, well, I can't get my free time, and I like to watch football on Sundays, and they're gonna be watching Telemundo and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, like, I don't know why you had to sound like that.
I don't know. Give
your example, man. But
I don't know how to say it like that way. But you know, I'm just saying those kind of people way. It's just like they get irritated with like their space, and they're like, oh my. You know, boom, boom, boom. Like, bro, like, no. Like, it's the fam first, bro. Even if it changes up anything, bro, you got to put the family first.
And this is the thing, bro, that I feel like, you know, I'm sure a lot of people know this. You know, as you get older, you realize this. But it's like, at the end, your family will be the only ones that are there for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when things are serious, like, your family's the ones that's going to show up, you know? So start spending your time wisely. You know what I mean? Don't. Excuse me, man. My bad. Stop wasting your time on people that would not be there for you, like in an emergency or in a time of great need.
Yeah.
At that moment is your blood family, your family that shows up, man. So just kind of something just to have in the back of your mind, man. Because sometimes we get lost with that, man. Sometimes you're like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with these people, man. They're like my family. They're my blood. They're like my blood. We do this. We party together. We hang out together every weekend. Blah blah blah. Something bad happens. You know, let's say it could be financially, it could be health wise. A lot of the time, it's mostly just your family that shows up to help you out and get you out of that, man. So, it's something that you realize as you get older, man. But talking about death, man. I wanted to talk about this quick thing that we just saw online, bro. And it's like, we see death as, you know, and it's like it might be an old head thing, man. We might be becoming old heads, bro. But it's like, as you get older, you start realizing how easy death is.
Death is around the corner, bro.
You know, and it's like, it's so crazy, bro, because it's like you start thinking of death in every form and in every way. You know what I mean? Like, even the way you drive a little different, because you're like, yo, I could, like, you start. Like when I'm going through intersections, bro, I look both ways now, bro. I'm like, all right, make sure no one's running a fucking red light over here, you know, and like
when the light's green for you, right? But you still look just in case somebody's not paying attention or some shit.
Exactly. Way. So it's like, as much as you can catch, But all right, man. Switching things up, to some a little more crazier and funnier, bro. Bro, we just seen a clip, man. We just seen a clip of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, bro. The Will Smith out of Philly, bro.
Getting jiggy with it. Nah.
The homie is out of Philly. The Philadelphia came out of him, bro. So, Chris Rock is a comedian. Obviously, everybody knows that. Usually for comedians, nothing is off of the table, right? Or everything is off of the table, right? You can joke about whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. You're a comedian. You're supposed to do that.
You get a pass for everything.
You get a pass for everything. It could be about death. It could be about anything, bro. Motherfuckers can say anything when they're comedians, right?
Yeah.
Well, Will Smith was not playing with that, bro. He was not playing that game today, bro. So we've seen the clip. Chris Rock makes a joke about Jada.
Yeah.
It was like a G.I. Jane. I didn't even really understand where it's coming from, but he made a joke about Jada and G.I. Jane.
Well, G.I. Jane, like the army chick, she shaved her head. You know what I mean? So he's basically making a joke for Jada that she'll be in the part 2.
Oh.
But from my understanding, Jada she shaves her head for there's a reason for it. You know what I mean? I think she has some kind of condition for that.
Oh, I don't know.
So he didn't take that joke lightly. And if you look at the clip, some clips, they will show Jada's reaction, and she wasn't feeling it. Like, she wasn't even trying to laugh at it. She just said like hell nah, man. Like, fuck this.
Bro.
And that's, when your girl, when you see your chick's reaction, bro, somebody can say something, and if your girl reacts like, oh, man, whatever, man, you're fucking stupid, or, man, whatever, But if you see your girl's reaction like as this motherfucker done crossed the line, you know what I mean? It's like, what you gonna do about this, bro?
Yo, Will Smith, bro, he calmly walked on the stage, approaching Chris Rock, bro. But that was one of the fastest bitch slaps I've seen in my life, bro.
Respectfully,
bro. He bitch slapped him respectfully, bro. Like I'm thinking like, what the fuck? Chris Rock ni puso las manos away, bro. But it's like that was so smooth and out of nowhere, bro. Like that motherfucker did not expect that way.
Yeah, because you don't expect Will Smith to fucking get violent with you. You know what he was like, he seen him coming. He seen him stand up. Will Smith is like at the front of the fucking audience right there, way.
Yeah.
So he just didn't expect anything out of it, way. And fucking Will Smith, like, he knew what he was gonna do, so he's casually just walking. Like, Chris Rock might have thought he's gonna say something in his ear, like, hey man, whatever. Boom, way. Fucking slap, way.
Slapped the shit out of him, bro. But it's like, but he did it. That's like, not only is that one of the fastest bitch slaps I've seen in my life, but that's one of the classiest bitch slaps I've seen in my life, bro. Like,
that was gangster, though.
That was gangster, but in a very smooth, classy way, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he bitch slapped him super quick and then walked away smiling, very classy, very calm. Like, he handled business accordingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm super surprised that shit went down like that, bro. I would never expect Will Smith to get out of character like that. But that brings a point, bro. And we've talked about this shit many times, but this is a great example of how people will get gangster for their women, for their lady, which you should always get gangster for your lady.
Yeah.
But there's people that will punk out on anything else. I'm not saying Will Smith's a punk.
Yeah.
But it's like when it comes to their lady, to their wife, to their girl, they will get the most gangster in that situation.
Yeah.
And Will Smith just showed how gangster he will get if you put his wife's name in your mouth, bro. and he bitch slaps him, walks back to his chair as calm as possible, bro. Like, I hope one day I can control my emotions the way he controlled his emotions right there.
Yeah.
Because once I hit anybody, bro, my adrenaline is out the fucking roof, and I'm ready to fight after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He bitch slapped him, and it must say something about Chris Rock, bro, because you would never turn your back against someone you just smacked, right? But he must have known, like, I'm gonna bitch slap you, and then I'm gonna calmly walk off of the stage, and you ain't gonna do shit.
Ooh, I didn't even think
You know
about
what?
that.
Chris Rock didn't even get crazy with him, bro. Like, bro, you're waiting for a moment like this. Someone does the first hit on you. That's like your opportunity to get crazy, and it's self-defense, bro. But he must know Chris Rock is not about that life at all, bro. Smacks him, walks back to his chair, and then Chris Rock is in shock, bro. And he's saying, you know, he's trying to say something to control the situation or kind of like, you know, go with the flow. And then Will Smith's like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Yeah. And then Chris Rock is still trying to explain himself. Yeah. And then he cuts him off again. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And then Chris Rock's like, all right. Like, I will, man. Like, damn, chill.
And you can't overlook the fact that the Oscars is like one of the most elegant or the classiest award shows that there is, right?
Yeah.
So that's a lot of gangster shit at the front stage of the Oscars way.
And you know, usually, you know, I ain't even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. But bro,
where's Kanye gonna pop out? I know this motherfucker's up in here somewhere, dude.
Bro, that shit is hilarious, bro. But that is a perfect example of don't play with people's wives, bro. Don't play with people's girls. Don't play with people's wives. Don't play with people's families. Like,
yeah,
Will Smith just did that right now because he joked around with his wife, bro. Like they're enjoying the night. They're dressed to impress, bro. Enjoying the night, and then you gonna disrespect his wife sitting next to him. When someone disrespects your girl or your wife right in front of you, they're basically saying you're a bitch and you're gonna take that shit, bro. And it's like, you know, like some people don't like getting aggressive, but if you disrespect my girl in a way that I ain't gonna let a motherfucker just disrespect my girl and walk away like everything's all gravy, you know?
Yeah.
That's to some of us that handle things like that. But a dude that feels comfortable enough to joke with your wife like that, bro, then he don't got no respect for you either, bro. But this is a perfect example of how you got to be careful who you joke with. You got to know who you're joking with.
Yeah.
También recently, you know, there was a UFC fighter, Masvidal versus Colbert.
Yeah.
Colbert was saying stuff about Masvidal's family, right? I don't know if it was kids, if it was a wife. I don't know the whole details. I don't like both of them fighters. They're both Trump supporters, bro. They was like, motherfucker, kill each other, bro, in the ring, bro. But it's like, They got in the ring, they fought, Colbert won. But Masvidal still couldn't handle the fact that Colbert disrespected his family. He put a fucking ski mask on. He tracked him down at a restaurant, and according to the police report that Colbert put, because he did call the police, he said that Masvidal blindsided him and like basically hit him out of nowhere, bro, and started, you know, fighting him. That's the extremes people take when you disrespect your family. Like some people won't just take the disrespect and live on their life with that, bro. They have to do something about it, or else they won't feel good about themselves for that situation because they let things slide like that, bro. So it's just one of them things, bro. A reminder to everybody: don't talk about people's wives. Don't talk about people's families, man. Those are off limits.
But if you do, just know that there's different type of people that go about it differently. You know, because everybody, you know, I seen on some comments, that some people are like, oh, I'm not a Will Smith fan anymore. You know, Chris Rock is a comedian, or he, you know, it was a joke, and that you don't do that, you know. And it's like, no, you know what we've been saying for a while. Excuse me, dude. I gotta. It's like some people don't give a fuck if you're a comedian or you're a regular person or you're, I don't know you're somebody's relative.
Mm-hmm.
If you say that shit, I don't care who you are, bro. You shouldn't have said it in the first place, way. So that's just the way that some people move. Make the joke, but just know that there might be some consequences to that.
Yo, I think Chris Rock, when you're so much shit is going on in your life, bro, and you got this stored anger, bro, and you're like, man, the first motherfucker that say something to me today, if anyone fucks with me, they're gonna get all this stored anger out of me. You know, they're gonna get this stored, bullshit out of me, right? I think Chris Rock he received all that shit that Will Smith's been holding in, bro, about the Jada had that
Affair.
The affair, but what did she call it?
Entanglement.
The entanglement, and then it was the other thing where he was like in tears or something. There was another thing that he was involved in with Jada, and people were like, "Damn, Will."
Yeah. Well, Will Smith better keep that same energy with Future, bro, because I seen Future put out a fucking tweet out there that he wants to kick it with his wife, bro. So
yeah, see, so that's what Chris Rock got though, man. He got all that stored anger. He was that individual that just was was the unlucky one to receive all that shit, bro. But
yo, keep fucking Jada Pinkett's name out your mouth, man.
Bro, this is gonna be the talk for a long time, bro. I don't think in the history of the Oscars anyone's ever been smacked, bro. I don't think.
No.
Like, bro, that was, man, yo, that's just classic, bro.
And real shit though, bro. Like, I know some people don't like that shit way, but whatever. But that's what should have happened, bro. And that's what real motherfuckers do. Way. My bad. I might think differently in 20 years, but right now, you talk about my girl, you talk about my wife, bro, and in front of us right there, bro, you gonna get some, bro. You gonna get some. We're gonna get it popping.
I think Will Smith takes the crown now, bro.
Shout out to Willie.
Big
Willie.
Oh,
Big
now
Willie.
Big Willie, huh?
Hey.
You all up on his Big Willie right
Fuck
now,
that
bro.
entanglement, man. Fucking Big Willie handle that bitty.
So it's like, bro, man, I forgot what I was gonna say, man. But man, that shit was crazy, bro. So it's like, yo, careful who you messing with, man. You never know how people gonna take them jokes, man. But yo, that shit was funny, bro.
Yeah, man. And with that, mi gente, keep grinding, get to the bag. Don't get messed up in this dirty drama, getting in people's business, even if you joking. Some people ain't playing with that.
And that goes with the whole episode, bro. We talking about family, bro. We talking about keep your family close, man. Having them values, bro. So it's like, yo, sometimes, like we said, bro, sometimes things come to a point where you got to sacrifice and you got to show your loyalty, bro. Like,
yeah.
And defending your lady's honor, bro, defending your girl's honor, that's a form of, that's a responsibility of a man. But you know what? We ain't going to get into all that, man. But, yo, to all my peoples out there, man, thanks for rocking with us. Like we like to say, man, family comes first at all costs, man. So with all that, man, shout out to everyone that's been rocking with us. Make sure you guys hit the website, puraculturapodcast.com. Get yourself some merch, man. Represent the podcast, represent the culture, man. Let's chase these goals, man. But at the same time, let's always make time for our parents, make time for our families, man. Because we ain't on this earth forever, man. But with that too, like we like to say, fuck anxiety, fuck depression. Let's keep growing, man. Let's keep growing. In all aspects in life, man. But with all that, have a dope ass week, mi gente.
Yo, Pura Cultura sin censura. We out. Peace.